This is King Collect, a hardcore Iron Man who loves getting as many collection log items as possible. In this series, I am going through every collection log one at a time in order to reach my main goal, completing all 3 raid collection logs. Welcome to my Hardcore Iron Man Extreme Collection Log series. Alright, so welcome back everybody. It has been quite a bit of time since the last video. As you can see, I have the temple trekking thing on. I'm actually going to get rid of that because if you guys remember, we ended up getting hard locked on Slayer. We now have the issue that I need to get 58 Slayer, and right now I'm sitting at 37, but I need to get 58 Slayer without training Slayer. I got the cave crawlers or whatever it is task, and on their table is a Slayer drop collection log, which is the bronze boots. Now, I could risk killing those cave crawlers and hopefully not get the bronze boots, but if I do get it, then it will completely throw all of my plans out the window, because I don't have any kind of tank gear. I don't have anything that would even be remotely decent to do thousands of hours of Slayer, essentially. So we have to be careful with what we're doing, and we're trying to get 58 Slayer and a couple other things because I want to do our next collection log, which is Barrows. And that's what we're going to do by the end of this video, is Barrows. As of right now, temple trekking is green logged. So before anybody says anything, yes, temple trekking is there. You can see in the chat, I managed to evade the enemies. That was I think, vampires or whatever it was. Even though it is in the forestry collection log, it's just the same as like the aerial fishing. Because I acquired it through temple trekking, and temple trekking is now green log, I can now do temple trekking as much as I want without having to worry about any collection logs, and it's officially unlocked. But I did not lock myself to forestry, even though the lumberjack outfit is in the forestry log itself. I completed all the way up through the final fight for Recipe for Disaster. So we can actually get the dragon gloves, but we're going to wait. We're going to do the final fight of Recipe for Disaster, but before we do that, we actually need to finish getting 175 quest points, because you need 175 quest points to be able to even get into the fight itself. So there's a lot of quests that I've not done that should be super easy. Prince Ali Rescue. Still got to do stuff like Great Brain Robbery and stuff like that. So let's go knock out some quests. And bam, there we go. Prince Ali Rescue is done, and 2 interesting things from that. One, that's all the free-to-play quests done for this account now, which is awesome. But 2, we also now have access to Summer or Squirkin, the Sorcerer's Garden stuff, and recently it's become like a massive way for people to do stuff. There is a way that I could train farming there by getting the herbs, I believe, but also just the thieving experience would be nice. But anyways, on to the next. And there we go. Our last quest that we need to be able to finish Recipe for Disaster. So let's go do it. Oh my god. All this time I've been like, hey, I want to complete Recipe for Disaster so that I have the Barrows gloves for Desert Treasure. And I completely overlooked one massive thing at the top here. I need to finish Desert Treasure before I can actually... Oh my god. Well, we're almost ready, I guess. I guess Desert Treasure is on the docket. Right, so coming back here, you guys will have to forgive me. As of right now, I am getting over a bit of a cold. I don't have much of a voice right now, but there's a lot that is going on and stuff that I need to do, and I wanted to, you know, at least do a little bit of a video or talked part about it. Obviously, you guys saw we completed Desert Treasure and we completed Recipe for Disaster, and then as well, I did my first ever Barrows chest. I got all 6 brothers killed and got the strange icon, which gave me the 20,000 prayer experience. We're getting very, very close to being at 70 prayer, which is what we need for the Mauritania hard diaries, which is what we need for the Mauritania legs to be able to farm Barrows more. Now, excuse me, we're really coming down to the final things that we need. The 53 farming, I have a pie in here somewhere. My bank is a mess. I really need to organize this. But I have the ability, even if I don't have it, to make the botanical pie or whatever it is to boost my farming. I kept all the ingredients for that stuff. I need to do some quests still. I still need to do like cabin fever and great brain robbery and stuff like that. But the last, I guess you could say, 2 main issues that I'm going to have is going to be finishing up 70 prayer as well as getting 58 slayer. So you guys saw last time I completed the temple trekking minigame. I got all of the lumberjack outfits, so that log is done and I can do temple trekking as much as I want. However, there's a really big problem with it. Excuse me. I apologize. I did like 8 hours of temple trek, and I think I had gotten 6 of the things to give me Slayer experience. And if you guys remember, the reason why I'm doing temple trek for Slayer right now is because my task is cave crawlers. I'm just gonna preemptively do that. And I don't know why it says 76 out of 98. I haven't killed any. I think I can even look that up. Really? You can't even look up cave crawlers in RuneLite? Well, you'll just have to take my word for it then. I haven't killed any cave crawlers. Like I said, I don't know why it's saying I have, but I haven't. And the big problem is they have bronze boots on their table. And those bronze boots are going to be highly problematic because they're on the Slayer collection log. And if I get the Slayer collection log, if I get the bronze boots, that means I have to complete, 100% complete the collection log before I can move on to any other log. So that's just not going to do. As you guys saw, I scrolled through my stuff. There was no cave crawlers. So I have to try to get 58 Slayer without slaying. So we're going to enact a plan. And there's going to be a couple things that are going to be done. So first and foremost, a lot of people have said this now. There's this bone burner thing here, or whatever, the burner, the altar, whichever one it is, where you can essentially sit here and just get prayer experience for days at the Red Dragons. Well, that's what I said last episode that I was going to do, and that I was going to craft like Red Dragon hide stuff to be able to alch it so I never had to leave. I didn't realize that there's actually a tanner inside the bone burner area. That's great, but I need to get in there. This door is locked. I have to go over to the altar, and I have to either kill this thing that is at the altar, or I have to give it 5 dragon stones. And that is where our next grind is going to look towards. While I run to where I got to go, something that I continuously forget to mention, I got my friends chat going for anybody who watches the videos and want to like keep track of the progress or say hi or whatever. Both my main and my hardcore Iron Man sit in here whenever I'm on them, so it's just kingbullet for the friends chat. If you guys want to join in and see how things are going or just chat, you know, it'd be great. So we talked to this guy, and now this bag full of gems, which costs 300 Stardust, is our money ticket. Oh my god. My game has been really annoying recently. So let me pull up the wiki. Alright, so here, check this out. We're not going for the 1 in 100 million chance. But instead we're going to be going for this 1 in 161.3 chance for 1 Dragonstone. Yeah, you need mineral exchange. I don't even know where that is. But yeah, each bag contains an assortment of 40 noted uncut gems. So 40 times 1 in 161 chance. I'll take those odds, I guess. We technically only need 5, but we're actually going to go for more. And the reason why we're going to go for more is because I did get my crafting up to level 73, which is the minimum that I'm going to need to be able to do the vambraces. But I'm going to be sitting at the red dragons for a while. I'm going to get quite a bit of crafting levels. The big things that I'm looking at right now is the Dragonstone amulet, and then where the heck is the Dragonstone? And then the Dragonstone ring. I can already make the ring, but so far the most that I've run around with is a ring of life. When I'm skilling or doing something else, the ring of wealth will be kind of nice to have, but the amulet is the big thing, because the amulet is going to be a amulet of glory. And if you guys know, I've been running around with an amulet of accuracy for all this time. I have this amulet of defense, but I haven't really used it. Getting a glory is going to be huge. So we are going to try to get at least 7 Dragonstones from this shooting star grind. No, 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 no. So, the worst possible thing has happened without the death of my account. I'll throw up a screenshot of it right here. I got a champion scroll. No! So for some of you, you might be wondering why getting a champion scroll is so bad. But the problem is, as you saw in the screenshot, it's a collection log. Which means I now have... Where is it? The heck? Where is it? Champion scrolls? Am I just blind? I am. I now have the Champions Challenge collection log open. And this is a collection log that I knew one day I would probably have to address, but every single scroll is a 1 in 5k. And somehow I got the giant one after 89 hill giant kills. All I was doing was Slayer, and I mean, I guess it's probably karma. I have been doing Slayer. I did a cheap way of getting around opening up the Slayer log. You can see here on these screenshots. Uh, what I did was I would run in with my main, punch one of the cave crawlers, and then run out of the area with him, and then use my hardcore Iron Man to finish the kill. It gave me the experience, but I didn't get any drops, so I didn't risk getting the bronze boots. And since then, that's been the only Slayer task that I've gotten where a unique was possible, except for this champion scroll, which now means I officially need to get every single champion scroll in this game. And I have to get the rarest cape in all of old school RuneScape, and that is the Champion's Cape. It's incredibly painful, but we just gotta do it. This is gonna be an incredibly long grind. So, Season 1 of the Hardcore Iron Man Extreme Collection Log series ends here with the biggest curveball that could have happened to me. We're not getting to Barrows anytime soon at this point. I am going to have to dump thousands of hours into getting these champion scrolls. And it's going to take me so long to be able to do it, but I'm going to do it. So this is it. Season 1 comes to an end. Our fire cape and full rune armor character has now reached the end of the first season. And honestly, the progress that we've made so far has been relatively good. I mean, we got the Helm of Knights and Not. We're base 70s for melee. Getting up there with mage and range. Our stats are looking relatively good overall. We have a ton of quests done. We have 92 of 158 quests done. And, you know, it's tough because this grind, as you can see, I'm at 45 Slayer. All I needed to do was get 8 more Slayer levels, and then I would have been able to complete the Mauritania Hard Diaries once I got a little bit of prayer experience, but I had an idea for that. But now I just have to completely reassess everything for this account. I'm not going to be able to progress this account until I complete these champion scrolls. And so I'll see you guys in season 2.